I just got in from going out to dinner, and while I was at dinner, I had this remembering about a visitation I had from my mother a couple of years ago. She died in 2004, and before she died, she said to us, "I'm not coming back. Don't expect to hear from me. Don't expect to have any dreams. Don't expect to hear from me at all." And I did hear from her the day after she died. I had the absolutely most beautiful visitation from her, but I will never tell anybody about it. But then, a few years ago, I had another visitation from her, even though she said she'd never come back. And of course you could call this a dream, but no, it was a visitation. And, my mother was a very spiritual woman. She meditated a couple of hours every day. She absolutely believed in the afterlife. And anyway, in this dream, I went into the house that I grew up in, and she was lying on this chaise in our living room, and she was covered by a blanket. And as I approached her, I realized the reason she was covered by the blanket was because she had only materialized up to her sort of shoulders and head. The rest of it was still kind of like, if you watch Star Trek, remember how the bodies would be like fuzzy molecules kind of moving around? That was what the rest of her body was like. So she was really only materialized from the shoulders up. And she was a little bit grumpy. And as I approached the chaise where she was lying, I was like, "Mom, I can't believe you're here. I'm having a really, really hard time." And it was a very difficult time in my life. And I just said, "Oh my God, what am I supposed to do? I'm having the most hard time in my life." And she loved me, of course, but she was a little bit grumpy. And she said, "Mary, life is a mosaic of choices." And she put this image in my head where I saw a beautiful wall that was kind of at once a tapestry, sort of a living tapestry of threads, but also literally a mosaic of little, square colors. And she repeated it again. She said, "Life is a mosaic of choices." And it was so profound and so beautiful. And that was the end of the visitation. And I can't say it was the hugest comfort to me at the time, but now when I think about it, it makes me feel really nice. Ciao.